Welcome to another vlog, the top 5 investments that you can do now, or if you're watching this video already in 2021, then you maybe have a couple of weeks time until you can still buy these investments for cheap, because I believe that those investments could be the best investments that you could do in 2021. This is obviously my personal opinion, and let me explain you why those are the very 5 very best investments for 2021. Merry Christmas.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas.
So those are the 5 investments that we will talk in this video about. After you smash that subscribe button and ring the bell, you are ready to look into the following investments. First, we will talk about Pelican, then Airbnb, then we will talk about Tesla, then we will talk about space, and finally, we will talk about BTC, Bitcoin, maybe the biggest gain of all assets ever. Let's talk about all of this, and what are you waiting for? Let's go. First one is a favorite of mine because I got so much steam from the community about that. It is Pelican. People, you know, when I talked the very first time, I think it was maybe October or August or July, I talked the very first time about the stock and that I want to invest into this stock. And people wrote me, you know, Danny, we like you and we followed you on space, on Tesla, but on this is just a fitness company it's a bike with a screen, come on. Well, and exactly there was the mistake. It's a content company with its own hardware, and both together with the latest deals that they just announced, like the Beyoncé special content, the purchase of the fitness gear producing manufacturing company, because they have a fantastic problem as a company. They cannot produce enough items that people need to wait weeks and months for the product. Can you imagine that? And all of that without marketing, guys. I mean, this is a dream come true for every investor. And they have also a lot of money in the bank in terms of cash. So it's just, you know, amazing how this company is developing. Obviously, you know, I was not early, right? I was not like back then in March saying, you know, this is a great company, because I didn't have that so much on my radar. And this was for sure, you know, a miss. But this is not the reason why I will miss the next, you know, 10x with the stock. I still believe that this company can become a 10x company. And let me show you what we have done, guys, okay? You know, if you are in my Discord chat, if you're not yet in my Discord chat, you will never know when I buy which kind of stocks, because this is something that I'm sharing with my members. So click the join button and check out the Real Wolf or higher tier, and then you will get the access to the Discord channel by clicking the community tab on my channel main page, and there you will see the link for Discord, and then you joining with a crazy amazing community out there, guys. A lot of wolves in the wolf pack already. I'm super happy, and I would be happier even when you join today. However, let's have a look. So I bought the stock somewhere around 10th 11th of September. I think it was 10th of September, and since then I could silence all the doubt that was thrown at me, which I don't care, because, you know, first of all, I'm just caring about kindness and respect on this platform, okay? Everyone can have his opinion, and everyone can put as much as research as possible for him, for this persona, and I can do a lot of research, so I'm very convinced about what I'm investing. And I just make a couple of trades per year, but those usually turns out very, very well. However, let's have a look. So I could silence these doubters with about, you know, more than 60% gain since then, guys, okay? So I congratulate to everyone that saw the opportunity together with me, and I hope you invested since March, because let's have a look into March. This company went 600 more than 600% since March, and this is unbelievable. But it's right, because this company is just worth somewhere around $42 billion, and it's growing like crazy. It has a great marketing effect, it's a great brand, it's a great concept, great content, great company, great investment for 2021. Do you believe that we will overcome the whole health crisis? I think so, because we humans tend to be a strong species, and we overcame even worse things than that. So therefore, I think that your best, absolutely best comeback stock could be Airbnb. Not only it will bounce back because all the travel industry will have a huge boom in 2021, but also it is this innovator that has the great team, the great brand. And as you know, I invested $60,000 at the IPO, and while the people said no, it's overvalued and everything, and first the stock went down, now it's a little bit up, and I gave it actually a 10-15% chance that it goes crazy after the IPO, and maybe we will see that. And that's why I put already an initial investment into Airbnb and building up more and more over the next couple of months until I reach hopefully $500,000 in the Airbnb position. This would be the optimal size for me, which would be a large and high conviction investment into Airbnb. But I just think that this company is crazy valuable in the next couple of years. So if you're thinking now they are dancing with the market cap of $100 billion, there will be a multiple of that in just a couple of years. So it doesn't really matter if you invest with 80 or $100 billion cap. I don't think so. And therefore I will see huge demand for the stock, huge demand for the product. And also I actually shared before I invested the whole investment thesis of Airbnb into my Discord. So if you're still not a member, then it's up to you that you're missing these opportunities. Let's talk about Tesla. And I know people will say, well, don't talk about always the same stocks, give us new stocks. But why? Let's make money with those stocks, okay? And it just doesn't stop. Think about Tesla. We have the Model Y in China. We having the guidance for 2021, how many cars they want to produce. I guess it will be somewhere around 750 to 850 cars, maybe even 1 million. We don't know. Right? We don't know, guys, what will be the surprise. Then we have the Gigafactory in Germany. There's so many catalysts still for this stock. And yes, some people say it's overvalued. But they said the same about Netflix. They said about Amazon. And, going in the future and then looking back, it's easy, because then you will say, you know what? They actually changed the whole transportation game. They actually changed the energy business, and they changed the solar business. So it makes sense that this is a $1 trillion company. But now you could be early, right? Because it's just about half, a little bit more than half of $1 trillion in a market cap, and they are just don't slow down. These guys are machines, okay? They are just building Gigafactory after Gigafactory. There's so many news coming up with the Cybertruck. I cannot wait to see the first Cybertrucks on the road. Then obviously the Tesla Roadster. I cannot wait for the Roadster. I am sincerely thinking about when the Roadster will be sold in the US first, to travel to the US, make, of course, if possible, a members or Wolfpack meeting with all the US viewers out there, and then purchase a Roadster there, ship it to Dubai, and have the first Tesla Roadster 2021, hopefully 2021 or maybe 2022 in Dubai. This would be absolutely insane. This would be, this is one of my dream cars. It's modern, it's fast, it's just so sexy, and it's if you are next to a Bugatti, next to a Signal, you are giving him some smoke, guys. You know, and yeah, and there's so many other extras like this thrusters that they want to put on this car. Is just absolutely ridiculous. However, this company is the future, and if you still haven't invested into this company, then, you know, think about it. It's not cheap as it was, but, you know, I think it's some very, very similarity to buying a house. You are thinking, wow, the housing market is expensive. Then, you know, 10 years later, wow, 10 years ago the housing was cheap, now it's just expensive. And the people will just tell this over and over, and they will say, well, Tesla at $100 billion a couple of months was expensive by then, but now it's more expensive, 6 times that expensive. So do you want to wait until Tesla is double that expensive? I don't know. I love my Tesla investment, and I think it's a great investment for going into 2021. Virgin Galactic, if they finally make it into space, then I think the way is way higher to go for these shares, okay? I think that you will see a Virgin Galactic stock somewhere, maybe in 2021, maybe in 2025, dancing with the $100 mark. I'm super convinced about that. Obviously, they are having some, let's say, challenges ahead, but space stock made me quite happy since I invested at around, you know, $17, $18 per share. Now it's around 25. So I think that after the next test flights, it will be much higher. We have seen how is the appetite if everything looks great for the company. So it's just a matter of time and good execution. The team is hardworking. The conviction rate is there. Even there's some sales of the insiders like Shamas. You know, you can see by this one interview, this podcast that he gave just recently on All In podcasts, that he was not happy. He was not really happy to had to sell, but as he is a great money manager, he need to skip from many positions to have fresh capital to invest into, you know, companies. So I think, you know, it's absolutely fantastic to see him investing into such a crazy idea, and, you know, in the end, those crazy ideas sparkle very great opportunities on the financial markets, and that's why I'm in. I think that the company is absolutely tremendous. The brand is fantastic. The niche product is amazing. It's basically a monopoly as of now, and I think the space industry will be one of the most important industries out there and will make us all very wealthy because the opportunities will be endless. And I think just starting with that is a huge step. I think it's still a young company, so they have to improve. But still, once they are improved, guys, you don't get Virgin Galactic stock for 25 anymore, guys. Believe me. And I'm super excited for 2021. We will have the main event, the Richard Branson flight, the start of the operation. I mean, so many catalysts for the stock and company that I just cannot, you know, give it to you much more than just what I can say, that, you know, I'm putting a lot of my portfolio into that company. And you know, if some of you have some other opinions, let me know in the comments. I'm reading all the comments, even though I cannot maybe to reply to all of them, but I read them all. And let me know in the comments what you think, and the discussion obviously goes on about Virgin Galactic into our Discord chat as well. Okay, let's talk about Bitcoin. Bitcoin had this amazing run this year. I mean, look at this. The highs at 2017 until, you know, about February, and until February till, you know, August 2020, for 2 years, we were almost, you know, no gains at all. And the Bitcoin price was as low as 3,500 back in January 2019. So people were a little bit scared. They were a little bit, you know, hey, what's going on? That was this one of the biggest bubbles. And, you know, since then, everyone saw a 500 plus gain for Bitcoin. And while people are saying, oh, this market cap doesn't work, you have to think about differently about Bitcoin. Bitcoin is an asset where you can store your value. So it's not a company that need to justify by either traditional valuation methods or just totally different, out of the stomach valuation. I'm just super excited to see what's going on with Bitcoin in 2021. I think with the current environment for economy, as well as the more adoption of BTC, which you see a lot of big banks maybe will join, or big companies, maybe Tesla will put like $100 million into Bitcoin. And it's just this crazy amount of money that is in cash in the balance sheets of companies, and I think it's smart by them to put and diversify a little bit and put maybe some in Bitcoin that could have the potential to rise even further. So Bitcoin stays, or Bitcoin came to stay.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish